stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only and DKR home of the Texas Longhorns. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the...
They get him up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
What a great way to start this game. And one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Texas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top...
Turning it on! He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. It's Walters. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day.
And the defense. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looks as if he's going to run it. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The big fullback's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Under fire. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The give to the fullback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Yaw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the pocket.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Release to the back. Makes the grab. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll give it to the back. And he never had. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Lost the fire on second down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse. Makes the grab right down the middle. Breaks away in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Shaw. Now improvising. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the fullback. Finds a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. The give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Fullback's got it. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A quick return for a touchdown to end the half.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Smalls. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Now on 2nd down. Give to the big fullback. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! Boy, did he just scorch excellent defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's a heat. Firing deep. He's got it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll go to the fullback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the fullback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Trying the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the top. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Inside the 40. And that's what this... Off to the races. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Big 1st down sack for the defense. brings up second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back looking for room. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Nestled just inside that right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the fullback. Turning it on. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker, he's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab on the shot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Across the field, headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 35. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to...
There he goes. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fowler. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into...
Speeding down the left side.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.